Alright. So hey everyone, welcome back to the next stream of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. Where we last left off, we were still in the second turnabout trial, and we had just encountered Wright, who we know is the murderer of Mia Fey, but we have to actually prove that in court now. But he's not making it easy. Apparently he has, like, every police station and other defense lawyer in his pocket due to blackmail. And now he's suddenly accusing us of being the murderers of Mia. And knowing what kind of power he has over the court system, he could very well try to prove that true, and no one will try to talk him out of it. But it looks like we're the only ones that have a chance against him, so let's go back and get this done. September 8th, 3:37 p.m. Detention Center, Visitors Room. I can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's going to set a trap for me. And the prosecution will be in on it, of course, Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Wright! Mr. Wright! Oh, Maya. Great, they let you out of detention. Just now, yes. It's all thanks to you. Now I'm afraid we've switched places. Oh, because apparently it's now like she's in the visitor's room and I'm in holding. I'm on the holding side. What? You mean you? I explained what had happened to Maya. I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you! This has gone too far! Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Well... Defend me in court, but she's not a defense lawyer. Not gonna help her, not gonna have her break me out, so I gotta say cheer me on in court. Well, you can cheer for me in court. Cheer for you? You mean, like a cheerleader? Huh? Yeah, like that. Alright, leave it to me! Huh? I better go get a uniform and some pom-poms! Wait! What? I'm kidding, it was a joke. No way! No, really, I was kidding. But thanks, it's good to know you're on my side. And there really isn't anything you can do for me anyway. But I can't just sit here and do nothing! But I gotta fix my computer right here. What the heck? There we go. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind! Just a piece? Okay. Then come to the trial tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. Times may change, yet with crime it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finish in a day, most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. Oh God, this guy. With the true culprit appearing as the star witness. This is it. Tomorrow, it's me or him. To be continued. Oh, so the investigation day ended right here. So I could have gone on just a little bit longer last stream, but it's whatevs. We can finish this turnabout in this stream, hopefully. Oh, did I save? Yes, I did. Okay. September 9th, 9:52 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah, one way or another, this case gets decided today. Oh, Phoenix, look! Whoa, Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. For those of you just joining us or watching this now on YouTube, I make Edgeworth sound like Nicolas Cage. Eh? I was told that whatever Mr. Wright says today it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What? Does Wright have the judge in his pocket too? So, you're saying I'm going to be guilty, end of story? Ellipsis. I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything.
Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this?
Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth? You've changed.
Phoenix, you know him?
Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright.
Phoenix?
Well, court will be starting soon.
What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet! They're not...
I'll be defending myself.
What?
Okay, let's do this. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Test. There we go.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this?
Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself.
Understood. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement.
As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime.
I see. The prosecution may call its witness.
That went far too smoothly. Why did the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. I'm actually gonna let it go, because, like, he was gonna testify anyway, apparently, so let's just let this go. Forget it. I smell a trap. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Oh god, this guy. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? And I try to make this guy sound like a game show host. Oh, jeez. Your name? Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locations confuse? Name! These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. What? I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. Ellipsis. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder? Correct! And you witnessed the murder from there? Ahem. Why tell you what you already know?
Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your testimony.
If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Ho ho ho! Jeez. I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Huh?
Let him have it, Phoenix!
Witness testimony. Here we go. Let's see, it was about 9 o'clock, I believe. I was quietly that's reading to you, some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction, then it was all over.
If things occurred as you testify, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
Cross-examination.
Here we go. Let's see, it was about 9 o'clock, I believe. I'm gonna do what I normally do. I press everything, unless I'm told otherwise that I can't. And I see no reason not to press it, because you never know. And I remember absolutely nothing about this game since the last time I played it back when it was a DS game. How do you know what time it was?
Because I am always abso-positively perfect, you know!
No, you're not getting away with that.
You are so mistrusting, Mr. Lawyer. So, what was the proper term for secretary again? Anyway, Miss May ordered room service for 9 o'clock. It happened soon after the room service arrived.
That's what Miss May said, too. Let's press further. True, the bellboy who brought the coffee saw Miss May, but he testified that he did not see you at the time.
This is your concern? Silly lawyer, Miss May received the coffee outside the room. Of course he could not see me. He would need x-ray vision to pull off something like that. Tell us, what were you doing at that time? I was quietly that's reading to you. Oh, right.
I'm trying not to do the voice when I'm reading old stuff. Let's try this. By window, you mean the one directly across from Fay & Co. law offices?
Correct! That is the only window you see!
And there you were reading papers.
Correct! The Gatewater is a businessman's hotel, and I'm a busy man who had business to do! Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside.
A bedlam?
It must have been when you attacked, I assume. We see. Continue. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way.
Oh, for some reason I had trouble reading that one. Oh, I did it in his voice again. So you were reading your papers until you heard that sound?
But of course, I am no snoop, peeping out of windows at night.
No snoop? Yeah, right. You made a career out of snooping. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Spiky-haired? Oh, that was it? That was all I was pressing on? Okay. What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl.
I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer.
Just what is your eyesight? Jeez.
Counting both eyes, 40!
40? Don't add them together!
I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good.
Hey, whose side is the judge on, anyway?
And what did you do then?
I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was surprised, of course. What was Miss May doing at the time?
She had just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly.
Hold on, I gotta move some stuff off my desk. What the heck? Ah, jeez. I gotta clean all this up. Ah, that's much better. Did you know she had been tapping the Faye office phone?
Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. I care not. I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Faye woman.
You'd make a good politician, Mr. White.
Ho-ho! I know! After all, I am El Presidente!
Please continue. Oh, jeez.
The victim, she, ellipsis. She ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction.
Oh, whoa. The victim, she, I forgot to press this one. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened.
Of course, comprende, I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure?
Oh, jeez.
As you know, I am always abso-positively perfect. Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this new detail.
Oh, man, excuse me.
The victim ran to the left and you gave chase. Hold on a moment. I think I have evidence that says that that's not true. Die from bullet bullet must have been living a few minutes. No. Yeah, the victim dodged an attack and then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. So he says the victim ran to the left. So this is what we have to present right here. Wait right there! Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh ho ho! It is simple. You have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left, as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Ah! Very strange. I did see her run to the left, I did!
Phoenix, look at his face! I don't think he's lying about this one!
True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing. Wait a second! Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Miss May says right and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Okay, so if we were to assume that Mr. White is the killer, then if, yeah, let's go to the, yeah, let's look at the floor plan. So, looking at the diagram, so, from April May's perspective, looking through the window, Mia would have been running towards her right to get to the door. But, if we were to just assume that, Red White was in the room facing Mia, then she would be running to his left towards the door. So in essence, both of them are right. So yeah, both are right. Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once. Huh, I doubt it. Or rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel! Rubble, 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 rubble. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean? He was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay & Co., of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. Wright was standing. Oh, I can just move this thing. Cool. This is where he was. Look! When the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left, so exactly what I explained. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing! Rubble, 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 rubble. Oh, the music got tense. We're getting close. Order! I will have order! Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion! The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Ho 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 ho! You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer! Oh man. Oh jeez, and my levels are getting weird. Okay, there we go. That seems a little better. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something! It appears I've been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well, let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck, you can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Witness testimony, she ran to the left. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she ran first to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Let's look at the option. Died from a blow of blunt force trauma, may have lived for a few minutes. Okay, so what he says could have potentially happened. What's the affidavit? Dodge ran to the right but was caught and struck. So I'm not sure how well that can refute that.
You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer?
That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. She ran to the left. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. Yeah, like always, I'm just gonna press everyone. What do you mean by that?
That is what I'm about to explain. You Americans, always so impatient, it does not become you.
Wait a minute. Then what are you? Hey, buddy, you're an American. Oh, well, thank you, Phoenix. She ran first to the left. What do you mean first?
First, that is what comes before what happens next. You do speak English, right? Please sit back, relax. I will try to use simple words for your benefit. First, she ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw.
I didn't hit anyone.
Now, Mr. Wright, there is no point in hiding things from the court.
I'm not hiding anything.
The prosecution requests that the defendant refrain from interrupting the testimony.
Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Why is he mad at me? Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. What do you mean, next?
Next is what comes after first.
I know that.
Then that is all you need to know, Mr. Lawyer. As I said, she turned and made a desperate dash to the right.
Chased her and delivered the final blow. Stop saying it was me! Jeez.
But it was you! Mr. Wright, if you claim that it was not you, then show us proof.
Can I do nothing right? Nothing!
May I continue? That is what Miss May saw. Oh, man.
So each of you saw different parts?
Abso-absolutely, that's right, of course.
Where did he pick up that annoying phrase?
Anyway, moving along. You see, you hit her twice.
So were you watching both times?
I suppose I was. And please excuse me for not testifying to this sooner.
What do you think, Phoenix? Oh, what do you think, Phoenix? I think we've got him right where we want him. He slipped. Let him laugh for now. I'll soon wipe that smile off his face. Okay, so we've looped around, and it looks like there's no correct testimony that needs to be pressed and added. And I think... this is the part that we have to find the contradiction on. But just to be clear, I'm going to save. So it says we hit her twice. Let's see. She was caught and struck. Yeah, I honestly do believe that it has to be the autopsy report that we have to present. So let's try it. Oh, that was right. Okay. You know that the objection is right if the music stops when he yells out objection, but if the music keeps going, you made the wrong choice and you get penalized. Get penalized enough and it's game over. Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this coat you were abso-absolutely perfect?
I will refrain from using this phrase from now on.
Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony...
The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break.
Yes, quite. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away. Give us Barabbas. For those of you who don't know what that is, read a Bible. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony. Crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White?
Okay.
I'll still make him sound like a game show guy.
Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall.
Wait.
Then the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap!
Oh, he's sweating.
Thwap indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting.
Deal with it. I just want sunglasses to drop on his head now. This is almost over. Okay, here we go. The 2 accounts. Well, you see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. I think I have to press him on this one. You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing?
Huh? That! The glass light stand!
Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene.
Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as odd?
Yeah, very odd, because if we look at the, floor plans, oh, this might not hold up, but, the lamp is off view from the window. So, yeah, it's like, you can't even see my mouse. But it's in the bottom left corner, outside of the cone of white, which is the field of vision from any person looking through the window of the hotel. So I think that's the contradiction right there. Yeah, very odd. Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White.
What?
You're saying you saw the glass light stand?
Yes!
Then change your testimony to reflect that.
Sorry, my bad.
The witness will revise his testimony.
Okay, of course. A light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. Then the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left.
Wait a minute. This is what I gotta press him on. Let me press him one more time. The glass stand was lying on the floor? That's the first I've heard of it. Why didn't you tell us about the stand before?
Why? Me? Well, I was instructed not to. Wait! One moment! Give me a moment to gather my thoughts. I am so confused.
Why, it's falling apart.
Your Honor, please, I ask that you do not allow the witness to be badgered any further.
Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. Yes, Your Honor. Edgeworth is on the ropes. Very well, the witness may continue his account. Then the next moment I saw Mia run to the left. The killer you attacked, but she dodged. She turned and ran to the door. Then you did her in with a single blow.
Phoenix, he's getting a lot less talkative.
He's probably afraid I'll catch him on something, but it won't be easy. Okay, I think I know what to do. But, let me just save one more time. The light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. Okay, this has to be the cut. No, I didn't mean to press him there. No. Go. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Skip. Okay, here we go. Okay, present the floor plans. Yes! Mr. White, it was impossible for you to have seen the glass stand.
What?
Look at this. These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now, look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Now, note that the stand is not visible within the visible area. Well, Mr. White? What do you have to say to that?
Ridiculosity!
Oh man, excuse me. Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Gah! Mr. White? Mr. White? You did it, didn't you?
Mr. Your Honor, Miss Mia!
Looks like we're about to get our verdict. Wait, what?
That's far enough, Phoenix Wright.
Oh, what is going on here? What? Gotta adjust my music levels. I forgot about Edgeworth.
Mr. White, I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now, What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap.
Oh. The wiretap? Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this.
Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain.
I really don't like the way this is headed.
As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Mrs. Fay.
What does that have to do?
Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office, and by whom?
No, you wouldn't!
Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct! You are most correct, Miles!
Give me a break!
Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay & Co. law offices. That is when I saw that accursed light stand.
Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth.
Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand. At the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. White would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer.
I see.
However, it is a fact that Mr. White has been to the office well before the murder took place. When he was to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory... God.
Screw it. Mr. Phoenix Wright theory is revealed for this baseless conjecture it is. Jeez. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping.
Leave it to me.
I feel faint. The wiretapping.
It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand.
Oh, that was just short testimony.
So you saw the stand before the night of the murder. And this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over by the sound. By the sound.
Correct, that is right.
I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine. God, what am I supposed to do now?
Good luck, Phoenix! Here we go. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. Do you have proof?
Miss April May knew the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder.
Huh, right.
I had entered the Faye & Co. law offices.
Was it really you that went into the office? Or was it Miss May?
Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Faye & Co. law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's.
And if I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints.
Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Faye & Co. law offices.
Oh, of course I had done so to place the wiretap. Why did you tap Mia's phone?
This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality.
That is when I saw this glass light stand. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand?
The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beautacious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all.
Damn it, there's nothing there for me to press him on. Oh well, maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him.
It was the beginning of September.
Oh, that's it? Oh, okay.
I had entered the Fangle office.
Uh-oh. Don't tell me I've run out of ammo.
Tisk. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably.
No more. I can't take this anymore.
Mr. Wright? Are you giving up?
Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix.
Huh?
Phoenix, over here. I know that voice.
Mia?
Never give up, Phoenix.
Mia?
Where am I?
The waiting lobby? What happened?
Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Ah, you're finally awake.
Gak!
Did Phoenix faint again? Hey, Phoenix! Gak? That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. You're... Maya? Didn't you know the Fey women have strong psychic powers?
Yeah, because that's a big thing in this game series.
When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers.
So, Maya is channeling you, Mia?
That's right, I am Maya, but I am also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won.
Huh?
You have that receipt in the court record, right?
Oh, yeah. The one you wrote Maya on.
Phoenix, White wrote that, not me.
So what do I do with it?
Look at the front of the receipt.
The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item? Glass light stand?
Date of purchase, September 4th.
September 4th?
That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa. Now what did Mr. White say in his testimony?
It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder.
He said he saw that stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it.
Right. Receipt updated in the court record. God, I love this game series. September 9th,
1:16 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 1. Here we are, back again. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant... Rather, are you all right, Mr. Wright? Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Then let's start where we left off.
Your Honor, there is nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright.
Your Honor, please give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you. But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter?
I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance.
Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. The wiretapping. Oh, we're back here again. Okay. So let's save. I know what to present. I just need to know when. I had entered the Van Cole offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. Okay. Now we present the receipt. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood?
Waha, you're grasping.
I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt.
The other side?
Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase? Why, that's the day before the murder. Gah! Huh? You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fan Cole offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Gah! Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you?
No, it's
impossible. Jeez. Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then that is all for the trial of... Objection! Come on, Edgeworth!
Not so fast, Phoenix Wright.
Eh? What? No way he can't worry his way out of this one. Oh, wait. I forgot. It's Edgeworth.
There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter.
Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. No, I need to object. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There's no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth?
If anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence.
I see. Objection denied. What? The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No, there's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with this, or just make up something. And after Mia showed up to help me and all.
Mr. Your Honor, may I go home?
Of course, thank you for your time. The witness will stay. Mia? Phoenix, read this note out loud. Mia, what's this? A list of people's names in Mia's handwriting. Your Honor, if I may. You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. Yeah, the list of names.
The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened.
Stop! Desist! Halt! Please stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list?
Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now, or else this list will be released to the press.
I confess. I confess! I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker.
Case closed, Your Honor.
Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense.
Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was.
Well, this court finds the defense, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright,
not guilty.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Whew! September 9th, 2:24 p.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby number 1. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations. You're lucky I was born a Fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live? My time here's running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long.
What? No, there's still so much to say.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again.
Chief?
I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix, can you come to the office tonight? Say 9 o'clock? The office? I'll see you later.
Chief! Mia!
September 9th, 9:02 p.m. Faye & Co. Law Offices. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night.
You came!
Mia? I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then, I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? Wahaha, you should see your face. Mia?
What are you talking about? It's me, Maya!
Maya?
Well, did I look like my sister?
Looked like you were her.
I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you?
Maya, why are you here?
Because of this! See, Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me.
Take care of... Huh?
She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright & Co. law offices, right? And who better but me, Maya Fey, reporting for duty. Wait, no, on second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick, Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you.
Nick?
You know what this means? We're partners!
You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright & Co. Law Offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Aww. I love that shot. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching, judging.
Right, okay, Nick, let's do it.
Huh? Do what?
Burgers, dummy, burgers! There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, time's a wasting.
Okay, wait up. The end. Oh man, now that is how you end a case. And how we end a stream. And we are going to be picking this up later
And next stream, which will most likely be Wednesday sometime, possibly this coming Wednesday. As always, this will be up on my YouTube within the hour, and just pay attention to my Twitter for updates on when my next stream will be. We will be starting Turnabout 3. So, see you guys later.